This is Peter from Front End Charts. I'm going to show you this around this tutorial called Styling Highcharts in 5 Easy Steps. So this tutorial is about how you can style a Highcharts chart. So for those who don't know, Highcharts is a JavaScript library for producing charts. We can go to have a little look at the home page here. It's got loads of different charts. If you go to Highcharts demos, you can see all of the different kind of charts it can do. So out of the box, it has fairly plain styling. There are different themes you can use. This is a typical one that you can see here. Often you'll want to restyle, sometimes just to make it look how exactly you want it, or maybe you have a house style that you need to follow. So this is an example of how you can make a Highcharts look. So you can basically make it look really different to the out-of-the-box styling. So what I'm going to do is just go straight to the Codepen, which has the example, and just walk you through it. If you really want to follow through the tutorial, then go to frontendcharts.com/styling-highcharts, and I'll put the link in the information below this video. So let's go to Codepen. So here we have it. So there's basically 5 steps involved in styling this chart. I'm actually going to refer back to the tutorial. So the first step is to load the styled mode version of Highcharts. So I found this a little bit confusing. And there is some documentation on it on the Highcharts website, but basically rather than loading in, say in this example, 5.0.0/Highcharts, you need to put JS/ in front of it. So not exactly kind of intuitive, but what this does is gives you a slightly different version of Highcharts where you can override the styling. You'll also need to include a default style sheet, because without doing this there will be no styling and it will just look a mess. Okay, and you can see the path to that here. Okay, so step 2, we need to add our own CSS file for style changes. Okay, so what I've done on Codepen is, well, as default on Codepen you have a CSS file, so we're just going to put our styling in there. Okay. The third step is to we can start adding new CSS rules. Okay, I've put a link to the Highcharts documentation on styling, and what that does is gives you some of the CSS class names which you can use. Okay, so I'm assuming in this tutorial that you're already familiar with HTML and CSS styling, okay, a little bit of JavaScript. Okay, so this really is aimed more at web developers. Okay, so the first rule we'll put in is this Highcharts background. So the CSS selector is .highcharts-background. Okay, and we have that somewhere down here in the CSS. We have that here. And that's what's going to give us this dark background. Okay, and it basically, that's the process. We've got Highcharts title for the actual colour of the title. We're going to have to change all of these because we're going to a dark background. We're going to need to make the text a lot lighter. Okay, we're changing the colours of the axes as well. Yeah, so if you're going from a light background to a dark background, you're usually having to change a lot of things in order to kind of reverse the colours of pretty much everything. Okay. Something else to point out is that I'm also loading in a font from Google. So we're using the Lato or the Lato font here. Which is my yes, in the Highcharts container, which is kind of the global for the chart. We've got font family Lato or Lato, I'm not sure what the pronunciation is. For the series colours, let me remove that tab. For the series colours, you can see we've changed the series colours as well from the original. The way in which that's done is that each series has a specific class name, and it'll be highcharts -color and then the index of the series. So it starts at 0 and then goes to 1, 2, 3 and so on. So I've just lifted some colours from this great website called coolers.co, and what that does is basically generate it generates colour palettes for you, and you can just cycle through. It's random. You can cycle through different colour palettes, press space bar and you'll get a different colour palette. It's really nice to use. Again, you have to be careful with data viz because you want to make sure that you need to account for colour blindness. You want to make sure that no two colours are too similar. So the colours I've chosen, maybe they're not ideal, but often you have to follow in-house sort of brand guidelines and so on. So there's always compromises. So basically, I've taken some colours off of coolers and then added them to these classes, and this is what defines the styling for each of these series. And the final part is something that isn't done in CSS. This is more how we're rearranging elements. So if you look at the before and after, you can see that our title is moved from center, and I've moved it to the left, and I've moved the legend to the bottom, and I've spread out the legend items. Okay, so that's a few changes. I've also removed the labels from the series because I think they kind of look a little bit messy, and yeah, I'm not sure how much they actually add. So this is done in the JavaScript. So it's actually done in the configuration object that you pass into Highcharts. Okay, so we can see here this align left, that's where we've aligned the title left. The subtitle, which is this one here, we've moved right. The number of employees is the y-axis title. Yep, that's come from the original example. That's the data, and then here we are, the legend. We've gone for a horizontal layout, and then the vertical line is bottom, so that's what pushes it to the bottom. Okay, so that's really just a quick run through, actually just kind of hand holding you through the code. Hopefully using this video and the tutorial on frontendcharts.com will make things clear. Any questions, just put them in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and good luck with your styling. And let me know if you do any great styling with Highcharts. It'd be great to see it. Okay, thanks a lot.